Yet. But I think all this is recorded live. There we are. We are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Let's see what you guys can see. Yeah. But I think all this is recorded live. Oh, wait a minute. There we are. We are live. Okay, I got to turn off my volume. There we go. We're good. Usually I just mute my computer, but then when I mute my computer, when I have a group chat, I can't hear you guys. So welcome everybody. Thank you all for supporting my channel on Patreon. And I don't really have much planned, like I never do. Congratulations to the winners this month. For the people who pledge $15 or more, they're automatically in the drawing. I did have a few questions. How do I know I'm in the drawing? If you pledge to me, you're in the drawing. I go by the list. No one has to sign up or anything. You're just in it. So $15 or more, you get $300 or a Cricut Maker. Most people choose the Cricut Maker unless they don't have one, or unless they already have one, I mean. And then I changed the $25 giveaway to $50. So if you pledge $5 or more, you're in a $50 giveaway. And this month, I also decided, I haven't told anyone yet, except for the winner who hasn't contacted me back. I'm sending a package of things from Cricut. I'm going to just go shopping and send you stuff. And I have a winner. I don't remember who that winner is right now. I have to look it up in the messages because I messaged the winner. So if you're on Patreon, pledge for $1 or more, make sure you check your email or the messages on Patreon. Because somebody got a message saying, you won a special gift, I need your address. So somebody's going to get a surprise. And as soon as they contact me back, I'll let you know. And were there other things I was going to tell you guys?
Sheila's working on it.
She's working on coming?
Yeah, because I'm pressuring her.
Thank you. Even just for 5 minutes, so I can play my intro just for her, because it should be working now.
Sheila, I'm still in bed in my jammies.
Yeah.
So if I can come, she can come.
Yeah. It's different being on video and just watching a video too.
And I mean, you gotta have Sheila.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Marie
troublemaker.
Marie Horner asked, will we be able to ask questions during this video? Yeah, you can ask questions. Thank you, Bonnie. She says I'm looking lovely today. I'm going to get my hair colored today at 3:30.
What color today?
Well, in this camera, it looks more pinkish than it is. I want more pink and purple. So we're gonna see what happens, because a lot of this right here is dark because it's from the color I had before. Can you see that?
It looks purple.
It's kind of dark. There's a little purple blended in.
Oh,
but
yeah,
in person, it doesn't look this bright.
Yeah, but it's so you.
Yeah, I like it. And I usually like everybody to introduce themselves. I'm Melody Lane, if you've never met me. Hello. Who wants to go next? Michael, you want to go?
Sure,
oh,
I'm Michael Crow.
And tell us like where you're from and a little about you.
I'm from Tampa, Florida. And what do you want me to tell you about me? Let me see. I am an avid crafter, thanks to Melody Lane. And I am turning into besties with Sheila. And we are planning outings on which we will be getting into fun and visiting Melody Lane soon with libations. So look forward to those videos.
Okay, I have to just do this for Sheila real fast.
You are watching.
Got a surprise for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Don't blow it now.
You are watching Melody
Sheila, unmute yourself.
with me. You're gonna have.
I don't know
a
if Sheila can see
time.
this, but it's in the video.
Sheila,
It was on
unmute yourself.
YouTube. Okay,
You
wait.
can't see it.
You guys can't see it or hear it.
Nope.
Sheila, I got my intro working again.
Sheila, unmute yourself.
I can unmute her.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you for joining, Sheila. Okay, so we're going around and saying our names and who we are. I guess the names and who we are the same. And where we're from. Or a little bit. You can say anything you want. If you just want to say your name, you can just say your name.
I'll go.
Okay.
Glenda Canuti, and I'm in Huntington Beach, California, also known as Surf City, USA, in Southern California. It's like living in heaven. And I've been crafting all my life. I've had a Cricut since the very first day they went on sale ever.
Wow.
A tiny baby bug. And it's pretty much my life. I'm a close to my heart independent consultant. We just have my own store where I sold for like 25 of the top manufacturers in an industry, but I got really sick and couldn't do it anymore, and then fell in love with close to my heart. So that's what I do. I love their products, and it's easier for me because frankly, it takes me longer to pick out paper than to do an entire project.
Yeah. I have that problem.
Welcome to the problem.
Yeah. If I have all the paper that matches all together, it's way easier for me. I get more done.
Yeah.
I'm the grandmother of 2 little boys right now. And,
Awesome.
that's it.
Sheila.
My name is Michael Crow, and I'm from Florida.
Are you jealous because I'm wearing my tank top today? It's supposed to get cold this weekend, though, so you know.
It's only 53 degrees where I'm at.
It's 64 here, bone chilling 64 at the beach.
Okay, who's next? Who wants to introduce themselves?
Oh, I guess I will.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Debbie Gates. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and it's freezing here. I've been a crafter now for about 25 years. I do anything from vinyl to paper to you name it. I have 11 grandchildren.
Wow.
And 3 boys, so I'm pretty hot in here.
That's what I have.
And I love your craft room behind you.
Oh, thank you. I love yours. I wish that was mine.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I saw somebody.
Dream.
I saw somebody when I first started crafting that had like a wall of paper behind them, kind of like this one. And I just, oh, I want that someday. You know, I just dreamt of it. It's never left my mind. So now, as soon as I could get it, I did.
Good for you. All your dreams.
Who wants to go next? Kathy, do you want to tell us who you are?
It's the first time I'm joining the Patreon chat. I'm not in my craft room right now. I did not know that I would be listening to the chat. I was at the design space. So I'm relaxing in the guest room.
Awesome.
Just got a grandchild, 1 week old.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
And I'm in Pennsylvania.
Cool.
I'm hoping soon to meet my new grandchild.
Awesome. Who wants to go next? Catherine, you want to tell us who you are?
Hi, Melody. I am Catherine Hargrove. I am a nurse manager here in Florence, California at Florence Memorial Medical Center. I am a longtime crafter who should be far more advanced than I am. So within the last 3 or 4 months, I became a patron recently, and then I also just started following videos, trying to learn how to use my Cricut Explore Air 2, my Cricut Expression, and now my Cricut Maker. So
Awesome.
I'm excited to be a part of the group, and thank you for all that you do to educate us.
Well, thank you. And G, mother of 4. Are you a mother of 4?
Yeah. I didn't realize that it was going to pop up like that when this is my first time on here.
That's no problem.
So I'm from Riverside, California. And yeah, I have 2 grown children, 2 in high school, 1's graduating this year, so we have 1 more left. So then I can, I like to just craft, do it for fun. And people ask me to make them something, then yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But that's mostly what I like to do.
What's your name? We didn't get your name.
Oh, Gloria. Sorry.
Gloria. Okay. And I love your craft. I love to see craft rooms.
Oh yeah, I finally got. We've been here for over a year now, and I finally got my own craft room.
Oh, good. And Bobby Fort, you have been so busy. What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up a hurricane nest here in the craft room.
And tell us where you're from. I know he's from New Jersey.
I'm from Hamilton, New Jersey, right in the capital, in the center. It's been freezing cold here, like in the minuses for 2 weeks.
Oof.
And I'm ready for summer. I've been paper crafting for, 15, 20 years. And started cricketing right around Elaine time. I watched her videos and said, what the heck is that little machine? And I had to get it. And it's all Melody's fault.
Everything's Melody's fault.
Right?
I'll agree with that.
I have
Hey, Angela.
Hi, Sheila.
7 machines.
Oh, wow.
You have 7 machines?
Yeah.
That's
Are they, like,
crazy. Who would
new-
have that many?
I do.
Melody.
I do a lot of weddings and showers and things like
Oh,
that.
cool.
Need to, that's all my money that I bring in because I don't work. So I do all of that stuff, and I'm also a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So between those, that's what
You do work,
enables
Bobby.
me to
You
do my
work.
job.
Are you a party planner, Bobby? Are you a
Yeah.
party planner?
Yep.
See, you work.
You work. That's
Oh
hard
yeah,
work.
I do. But I left my full-time job to do this, and thank God within a year I was able to make it work.
Yeah.
So, and I have a nice base of clients that I worked hard on getting,
for
and
you.
so far it's working out, and I love it.
Good for you.
FedEx.
This is really turning into like the Brady Bunch intro. Yeah.
Angela, tell us about you.
The cookie lady.
I live in Michigan, where it's also really cold right now. I think we're like at 12 degrees today.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday. It was fun. Right now I'm in the middle of baking pie tart.
I'm getting ready to place the order with you, Angela.
Yeah.
Angela makes awesome cookies and cakes, and she showed me some of the cakes she makes. Tell us, like, do you have like a Facebook page for your business?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page. It's called Angelic Cakes by Angela. I think my last name's on there too, Stone. So, I've been doing cakes and stuff for close to 25 years. I started doing cakes for like my kids' birthdays and stuff. And then when my boys graduated high school, I decided to go back to school and got a degree in baking and pastry.
Do you have a
Awesome.
Cricut cake?
Wow, awesome.
Do you have a Cricut cake machine, Angela?
I do.
I was going to give you mine if you didn't.
Yeah, I have a 12 by 12 one. I found one that was actually brand new. The lady had never used it. And I bought it off of her. She was local. I think I paid like $200, and she had like 3 or 4 cartridges with it too. and a lot of extra supplies. So I was like, for all the extra supplies, it was worth it, because I know they're hard to come by. I only use it mostly to cut out lettering for the cakes, because I got cookie cutters and other things that can cut out shapes and that kind of stuff. So mostly lettering I use that for.
Well, I was going to send you mine if you didn't, because mine's just sitting in storage.
Yeah. I like it. It's a little getting used to, and you got to kind of play around with it a little bit, but I do like it. I hope they improve upon it. That would be nice.
I love Angela's cookies. I learned them in New York.
I know.
Gosh.
And stuff. So yeah, I do. When I do ship cookies, I ship them 2 days, so they're still pretty fresh, and they're all individually wrapped and stuff.
Nice.
So,
Is that who sent you the cookies last week that you were opening, Melody?
yeah, I sent you the Christmas cookies.
Yes. Fudge.
Yes.
Well,
Angela,
you
live
if
in
you-
Michigan.
I'm in Sterling Heights, about
Oh,
an hour north of Detroit.
I'm in Milford, so I could get a cake from you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're not too far away.
No.
So, Lynn, tell us who you are. I think this is the first time I get to see Lynn.
Yeah,
You're
I
in
don't
my
know.
chats and watch my live videos, and I never got to see your face.
I'm usually too shy to put my ugly mug up here.
Oh, no, you're beautiful.
I'm still in bed.
But I live in Milford, Michigan, Milford Township, and it's 10 here, -3 wind chill.
Oh, go Nats. Freeze your go Nats off.
But
Oh, I'm sorry.
I love Melody. I try to see all her videos, and I'm sitting here talking to you with my iPad on my Cricut Maker
Oh, now that's a good idea.
that I got 2 days ago, and I just took it out of the box because I had to stare at it for 2 days.
Yeah.
Now I'm staring at it sitting on the table, and maybe today I will hook it up.
Well, you could hook your iPad to it to charge your iPad. It could be a really expensive big iPad charger.
Yeah,
if
there
you don't
go.
use it.
Well, I want to try fabric, of course. I got it because I cannot stand up without my walker. So when I cut fabric for my quilts, I can never get a good 1/4 inch seam.
Oh,
'cause my-
yeah.
Perfect.
That's great.
this
I
will
never
be
thought
really-
of that.
This will be able to cut my squares for my quilts.
Awesome.
And that was my family agreed to invest in it, help me invest in it for Christmas, because they get quilts from me.
That's awesome. Sheila, you had a little friend. I wanted you to introduce your little friend.
Oh, he just went outside to do
He
his
is so
number
cute.
1. He'll be back. His name is Prince Harry. He's a little Yorkie.
There's mine.
And that's my sweetheart, my baby.
There's mine. There's Luna.
Luna.
I
What-
have a Sadie, but she won't come out of her cage.
What have you guys been working on? Does anyone have a project or anything they want to show or anything?
Making my living room a craft room.
Oh, good.
Oh, good
Where
for
did you ever get that idea?
I don't know, there's this lady on YouTube, but you know, it makes so much sense for me because I can't, once I carry stuff out of the craft room, I can't put it back, so my house is a disaster. And I think this will actually organize it better.
Yeah.
I've heard of this lady, I think. Does she have like really vibrant colored hair?
Yeah, and she runs around in a golf cart all the time.
And she terrorizes this other lady with the theme song?
Yeah.
That lady's bad news from what I hear.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta love her.
that doggy.
And well, I've been working on a project. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
Because she's going to make a video.
Well, yeah. And I'm using poster board, and I'm making many of them because I have all these ideas and I want to see how it looks with the I'm using poster board on one and the designer paper, the scrapbook paper from Cricut, because it's double-sided and it's going to look really cool double-sided. And Anita Anita Albert, she emails me all the time. Can you make this in Design Space? So sometimes I can. Sometimes it takes me longer. She asked me this a few months ago, I think. And I'm like, well, I think so. And I had to do some test cuts. I just had to change it last night because it wasn't perfect. So I had to fix it. And now this weekend I'm going to try to work on it and get you guys a video and you'll get the file.
That's never happened to any of us. None of us have ever had anything not be perfect.
Well, I had to do some slicing and stuff, and one piece I sliced too far, and I'm like, so I had to get a tiny little rectangle and weld it so it would be perfect to a little corner to get it back.
That's talent.
So,
how do you decide on which vinyl is the best for your projects?
What do you mean, like glitter vinyl or what brand of vinyl?
What brand? I haven't started yet, but I'd like to do some shirts, mugs, and a couple of other things.
Let's iron on them if you're doing shirts.
I'm for the shirts or for projects like mugs or bags.
Well, for iron-on, you can use I use mostly Cricut products when I can. Sometimes they don't have the colors I need, so then I would go to another brand. Mm-hmm. And the reason I do that is because Cricut supports all of us with the software and things like that. And in my group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane, somebody posted that they had a fire and they lost their Cricut. Ashish, the CEO of Cricut, is sending her new Cricut with supplies. And they do that a lot. And I want to support a company that does that.
Which is why we love him.
Yes, he's awesome.
You know what I like about Ashish? He hangs out on the Cricut groups, like your Design Space. He hangs out to see what do we like, what are we making. Yeah. He even talks to you. He's not too good. You know, I think he's just wonderful.
I co-hosted an event with him about 2 years ago, and when people would introduce themselves to him, he would look at them real good as they were getting ready to come up to him in line, because he was trying to place the face with their avatar picture from the message board. And he would say, "Are you Debbie from blah, 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 blah?" I mean, pretty awesome memory. Scary.
So, Catherine, back to your question on the vinyl. Like, are you asking about like to use iron-on or HTV or regular vinyl or permanent vinyl? Like, you don't know which to use for what project that way?
Yeah, I really don't know what to use. I've got a ton of different kinds of vinyl, all from Cricut right now. I haven't bought any from anyone else, but it's all sitting there, and I don't really know what to do with it.
Well,
I don't know what Cricut to use it on.
On mugs, you can actually use iron-on mugs.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys know that? You have to, if you don't have a mug heat press, you can use an iron, but it takes forever because you got to do one little bit, then move it and move it, you know? So it's time consuming.
You can buy one of those little tiny ones from Joann's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering, can you use the Clover iron?
Like something like this work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But you can, on the mugs, you want to use permanent vinyl, which is the outdoor vinyl. But to be honest, if you're just doing it for your home, and if you're going to hand wash it, you can use regular Cricut vinyl. I put Cricut vinyl on my car, like with a bunch of butterflies, and it went through 3 years of different seasons and car washes and everything.
We're not quite done yet. We got about 6-7 more minutes.
Great.
And hello, Kiona. Kiona's in her car that her husband bought her for her birthday, because it's her birthday weekend. She's on. I'm going to unmute you, Kiona. Kiona, hello, we can hear you now. She has her.
Really watch the video yet. I'm almost home, but I didn't want to miss it. And Bobby sent me a message. I'm here, Bobby. I'm here.
What kind of car did you get?
So my husband got me the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
Cool. I like the roof.
Yes, I love it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Her birthday is actually Tuesday, isn't it?
Yes.
So you,
I get a mystery box.
that's
for
what I
everybody.
was gonna say. It's a birthday mystery.
Guess what I got on HSN, you guys?
What?
What?
The Easy Breath.
Oh, good.
Good.
You
Did
know,
anybody get the little? Anybody get the little Anna Griffin, like cuddle bug thing?
No.
No.
I did,
I
just
didn't
because
purchase
I didn't
anything
want to.
this
I
time.
didn't want to drag my big ones out of the up and down all the time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
It's sitting on the
sounded
corner of my desk, and it's awesome, and it cuts great. I
How
was
wide is
surprised.
that?
It's tiny, like
2
this.
inches up.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
size
what
of a
fits in
diamond
it?
press.
Oh, wait a minute. You can cut up to 2.5 inches.
Oh, okay. So it is like the diamond press then.
Mhm.
Yeah, a little
I
more
have
than
2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, I know. You have different.
I have the old red one.
I have the old red one.
I found the Revolution brand new at Salvation Army for $5.
Oh, wow.
I have the Revolution.
I
with
use
velvet.
that for a little one.
I just
Yeah,
like
I was
this because
surprised.
it's stuck to the side of my desk right now, and I don't have to ever lift anything up and down anymore.
That's good. That'll be easier for you.
Yes.
Did anyone purchase or already have the Go Present foil from Anna Griffin?
Yes. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, yucky. No.
I am going to tell you now, I have that machine. I bought it at HSN Outlet. It was $45 because I wasn't paying $129, and it was the worst investment.
Because I looked at it and I looked at all the reviews and I looked at it and then I had to watch another YouTube video and hers came out so beautiful, but the reviews were horrible and I was just like,
Right.
So, yeah, so when they first released them, they had a problem with the heat where they would not get hot enough to melt the foil. And I have had mine replaced once or twice already. And the company's support is in Australia because they're an Australian company. So it's very hard to get support with them. But in my opinion, it doesn't the foil doesn't stick to the paper very well because it just seems like it doesn't get hot enough to adhere.
like I love the idea of foil and I have the Royal Sovereign laminating machine. I still haven't mastered it yet, so I think I told my husband for my birthday also I wanted the mink, the big one. So
Tuesday morning.
Go to Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning's got them for $75.
Yep, I just bought one last week because I was so upset with the Go Press and foil and having to deal with it. So I went to Tuesday morning and just bought one.
You know what, you guys? I have the small one, and I've never regretted not getting the big one because I've never regretted it.
The only thing with the small one is that you cannot turn your paper lengthwise in it.
You can't do envelopes either.
You cannot.
I've never regretted it anyway. If you find a small one,
Good to know.
yeah, I think that's good because I
And I'm a
love the idea
scrapbooker.
of foil.
And I'm a scrapbooker, you guys. And so I thought I would regret it, but I haven't.
Oh, and Mary O'Brien says you can use the Easy Press to foil also. And I don't know if I ever showed a video of that. Did you guys ever see me do that?
No.
Oh, that was an idea I was going to do a video on. And I tested it. I remember doing it, but I didn't remember if I did a video.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Melanie, that's what you can do next Saturday.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Yes, the foil is awesome.
Oh, I love foiling.
So yeah, in my opinion, I would get a mink, but okay.
Me too.
Refresh me. Didn't Ken, though, a long time ago, do a video on using the mink foil with just a plain laminator?
Yes, I have too.
People do that. Jennifer McGuire's done that for years.
And Melody has done one too, which was why I purchased the Royal Sovereign one.
Yeah. I have a couple different laminators. I have a mink. I think it's the small mink. It's in a box up there. I've never opened it.
The laminators don't get as hot, according to Jennifer McGuire, and she's tried several of them. They just don't get as hot as the main machine.
Well, the Royal Sovereign has to you have to warm it up. It takes like 20 minutes.
It has to go for some time. Even after it says it's ready, you still have to wait at least 10 more minutes with the Royal Sovereign.
You have to wait a little longer.
I'm glad I got my mink then.
Me too.
Yeah, I got the 12 by 12 one on sale from Michael's when they were clearancing them out for like $60.
Yep. And Tuesday mornings got them for 75.
Oh, yeah, and you can find everything for them at Tuesday morning too.
I would like to see how to use the Easy Press and do that.
I did that on a card this past week with the HTV adhesive, and it came out really good. I used my my Easy Press on it.
I hope you're not driving and looking down.
I'm at home now. I'm safely at home. I'm actually
good. I thought you were looking down, sweetie.
Melody's going to do a video for us.
I have to practice with the Easy Press and that and make sure, because as I said, I think I remember doing it, but I couldn't remember if I did a video. I need to maybe practice so I know the timings.
By huge request from all of us on here.
I have a random question.
Sure.
Do you know if it's a holiday for them at the for customer service for Cricket on Monday?
What holiday would it be?
Martin Luther King Day Monday.
What is it?
Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, I forget when I'm not in school anymore and don't have kids in school.
I know.
The only reason I asked is because I still have all my cartridges linked to the gypsy that, took a dump on me, and I need to retrieve that.
It dumped on you?
Well, it gave me that screen or it just blanks out now, and they don't repair them anymore.
The black screen of death.
What they will ask you to do so you can prepare for it is take a picture of the front and back of your cartridges if you still have them.
Well, if you have all the... Because it has to be the cartridges?
Because there's a code on the back of the cartridges.
Serial number.
The boxes?
Okay, the cartridges, yes. The cartridges I have. I was thinking of the boxes. The boxes I don't have. The cartridges I do.
You don't need the boxes. And have you ever linked to that to Cricut Craft Room?
Yes, I did. No, wait, did I? Oh, I can't recall. I would have to go back to look.
If they were linked to the Craft Room, if it was linked to Cricut Craft Room, then it's already in Design Space.
Right.
Okay, well then no, I didn't because
they're not in there.
You don't show them in there, yeah.
Okay.
Gloria.
Yeah.
When you go into Cricut.com, sign in, and then go underneath your name, under your account, and look for linked or registered cartridges and see what you see. You might be surprised what you've got there.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Oh, and for those of you who are new to Patreon, we do this live video on the second Saturday of the month. If I don't, I forget, or So
usually I'm not home. It's just too cold for me to go to Cricket Club today.
And Angela's usually working. Angela, can you show us what you're doing?
Oh, I'm cutting kiwis for my fruit tarts.
Oh, okay. I knew you were doing something with your cookies or something you were making.
No, I'm cutting up fruit. So
okay.
Put my fruit tarts together.
We want to see the desserts you make.
Ooh, I love fruit
pictures
tarts.
later.
Okay.
So did everyone get their Anna Griffin Make Something You Love auto ship on HSN?
Yes, what are we supposed to do?
She's supposed to have a video.
What?
She is supposed to have a video of what to do with it and how to use it.
Where is it?
Is that her creativation thing that she had at her Cricut thingy that she had in Atlanta? And they demo it there.
Can somebody explain auto ship to me?
Where do we find it? The video, though.
So
all these things that we got on auto ship.
So auto ship is HSN's. It's almost like a subscription to something that you buy, and in this case, it would be materials.
Okay.
You are so good, Michael.
So So probably every 1 to 2. So it depends on the schedule. They typically tend to do them the alternating month or quarterly. And so, but the nice thing about it is you can order the auto shipped subscription and you can cancel your shipments at any time. So if you decide, say you get the first one, that's all you want. You don't have to do the other 2. You can opt out. It's, no charge to you, but it's just kind of a subscription based.
The disadvantage of her auto ship for this one, it goes for a whole year. And that's a long time to wait to get all your things.
But it's,
every other month that you're getting something.
And she's trying to do it like that, I think, to teach newbies how to use different materials.
Look how huge this strawberry is.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I put this in quarters to put out.
Honey,
that's
huge strawberry. That's the California strawberry.
Angela, where did you find that?
Sam's Club.
Wow.
Yeah, they have to.
Wow. Oh, have they closed your Sam's Club? They're closing a lot of them up.
Not by us. Our Sam Club was too busy.
Okay.
Okay, I still am trying to answer this question. Where am I clicking on video for these auto ships from this Make It stuff?
I don't think she's released the videos.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been released. I have mine, so let me look and see if there's anything in the instructions.
I didn't get mine because I didn't buy my maker on HSN when they first had these, but I noticed on this past day that they do have these kits you can buy.
Yes.
So I did buy it. I just haven't gotten it yet.
I just got through ordering that also, the auto ship, and I didn't buy my maker. I bought my maker when they first came out.
Yeah.
And then gave me a number, and I went on HSN, which was not advertised, and I was able to get the auto ship.
But it showed up the other day when I was pulling everything up.
Yeah, I saw it, so I shared that you could get it.
Yeah, I saw it on the blog, so I sent it to Sheila and said, hey, remember how you wanted this?
And to be honest, I only wanted it because it has Cricut pens in there that you can't get on the Cricut site. I want those pens.
These pens were shocking.
Yeah, show them.
I know, aren't they awesome?
Hey, what is that?
Fine point.
So these are extra fine point pens. They're 0.3.
I've never
How
seen
did you get those already?
So I bought the Cricut Maker when it debuted on HSN.
October 3rd.
Yeah. And so I bought it with the auto ship bundle at that time, and I have probably been waiting a good month or so.
It was
because they were back ordered. So it just came this week.
What just came? Your maker?
No, the kit, the auto ship kit.
So Michael, what else is in your kit?
It's all scrapbook stuff.
Yeah, so in this case, this month it's paper.
Yeah.
The
whole philosophy is that she wants to teach people from the ground up, like how to use things on the maker, starting with paper, which is the easiest thing.
Oh God. Really, Melody?
Your cute tank top.
You couldn't have forewarned me to
so
fix
cute.
my hair before you decided to do this.
It's come as you are.
So this month it's pretty much cardstock, and then you also get. So we'll start off. You got the pens.
Vanna should be worried. Vanna White should be worried about her job right now. She should be.
You would have to put a lot of mug on me to get me a Vanna White. So you get pretty much a ton of Anna Griffin cardstock. You get glitter cardstock, and then you also get her deluxe paper. So
yeah, I already have that paper.
Yeah, that is 60% off right now at Cricut.
Right.
Yes, and then also you get glitter cardstock, and then it's nice because it includes there's a code that includes just like certain pieces out of her cartridges so that you can use these to make the projects that she has included in the instructions.
Mm.
So it also comes with the instructions.
It's like a
That's the
mini
box on
digital
that.
cartridge.
Was that the box, Michael?
Sorry, what?
Was that the box on the instruction sheet? Look on the left-hand side of the instruction sheet.
Yeah. Oh,
That's the box.
also, for those of you asking about the video tutorials.
Oh, hello. Is that on the box?
Yeah.
Learncricket.com/Anna Griffin. Okay, I'm gonna go there right now, and we'll see.
Michael, you're so good.
And it was nice because it comes like the normal Cricut kits where you get stuff to try
like
in the drawer.
Yeah, it's a drawer.
Is that / Anna or Anna dash?
Anna dash Griffin.
Okay.
I'm only a melody groupie.
So yeah, it's a nice little kit that they put together.
Can you tell me the website again?
Do you just want me to type it in the chat? Here, let me just type
please.
Let me make this easier for you.
You're so professional.
Because I thought I went there.
All right.
Hey, Sheila?
Yes.
You are watching Melody Lane. I can't sing, but
Don't have real crafting time.
There you go.
Thank you.
I could sing it. I could sing it for you, Melody. I've been singing my whole life professionally.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, she does have the videos.
Yeah, it's all here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look after we're done.
So, yeah, so it's a nice little kit this month.
It is.
You're black.
I'm excited for the other kinds of material because I'm such a paper girl anyway. Scrapbook.
I really want that paper, but I'm I'm on my fast and I can't purchase anything until February.
So what?
So we do a fast with my church from the first Sunday in January to the first Sunday in February. And so because we probably aren't very honest with ourselves, we all pick something for each other that we feel like you probably need to fast from. And my husband's like, yeah, so that Cricut and Amazon and Joanne and Bobby's and Michael's, like, yeah, we're gonna fast from that for 30 days. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's really.
Well, I
and
hope
then
you
Melody
give him
posts
something
something every day, and I'm just like, oh.
Best wishes to your husband on that.
I know. I've been doing good though. I'm almost a weekend. Tomorrow will be a week. Bye.
So, and I will say I did buy the Anna Griffin Treasure Guide kits on Amazon.
Nah.
I tried not to.
I
I
did
didn't-
it with the auto ship.
You guys, do you want to hear what I bought on HSN?
Yeah.
Of course we do.
Okay, listen. I went in it comes on at midnight. So I went in about 11:45. I was playing a game on my iPad. I play this stupid game with a bear that you just hit these things. It's just keeps me busy while I'm watching TV so I can do two things at once. And they had this exercise thing on right before. Did anyone see that? Did you guys tune in right before the craft show? It's
No.
like a thing where you could
No.
sit in a chair and you could go like this, or you could do many
Oh, I
different
saw
things
that.
with it. Yeah. Or you could stand on it and do that, or you could lay on it. You could do all these things. And it was $69. And I'm like, I don't want that. and then I'm watching it as I'm playing my game. I'm like, I guess I could do that. I need more exercise when I don't, because I try to go for walks every day, but when it was really cold, I didn't. And like when it's really raining, I didn't. So I'm like, if I had that, then I couldn't have an excuse of not exercising that day. So I bought it. I don't have it yet, but I did. And I didn't buy any craft stuff, I don't think. I watched the first half hour of Anna Griffin, and then I fell asleep. And I didn't turn it on again.
Michael, you're not going to like that you ordered. I'm going to tell you that now.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Why
well,
not?
I mean, honestly, I didn't really care about the little image stamps that she has. I just really wanted the sentiments.
I like the dies.
I wanted the
I'm a
stamp
die
on
collector.
sentiments.
The dies are okay.
That's all I cared about.
And they're very small.
I know.
Well, that's what I want.
They're gonna work
That's
perfect
what
in
I
my
want.
little machine. In my cute little Anna Griffin baby cub bug.
Now you have to realize you're gonna have to buy those sheets, extra sheets to put in that notebook.
Well, the way that I bought it with the auto ship kit, it comes. They're going to be coming on those plates,
Only 3. The rest of them, when you get the next one, you have to buy those sheets.
Who said so?
I mean, I don't. That's fine. I don't really care. I mean, I organize my dies, and I organize my dies with the little magnetic sheets, anyways. I mean, that thing might not. I might just get rid of that and throw it out because it's not really very masculine in color.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the gold and the ivory and damask to keep it as toned down as I could, but I'm an Anna Griffin fan, but I can't do all. I can't get too tutti frutti floral there.
I know.
You can do
The gold and
pink.
ivory solid is fine.
I ordered the refill kit for the window ledge box, the window ledge cards, because I love that kit so much. And they had the other set of dies, because when you got it with the dies, it only had like the die for the shutter for one window, and the one I loved the most it didn't have, but now she had those available.
Linda, I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. I said that I bought the refill for the window ledge cards, and then they also had the separate set of dies, because when you got the dies with that kit first, it only had the it only had part of the images, like it had one shutter and not the other one, which is the prettiest one, like the palladium or whatever you call it. But they had the other.
Can everyone hear her? I cannot hear her.
She's talking a little quiet.
Yeah, she's really quiet.
I'm never quiet.
I know.
Anyway, I'm kind of sick today. I'm kind of sick. So maybe I've got a sicky voice today.
No, you were louder earlier, and all of a sudden, when you start explaining all that about the windows, it got low.
I don't know why. I think I'm all turned up everywhere. Let me look.
Speaking of, so while she does that, Melody Lane, you are such an enabler.
Oh my gosh.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but let's talk about Cricut paper.
Oh my gosh.
Let's have a chat about Cricut paper. So
mine is
Cricut
sitting out at the
paper.
front door, my order.
Cricut paper sale, how they had kind of at what was it, the end or beginning of this year, where you know got the 50% off after you spent $100. So Melody, thank you first off for showing that off. Second off, you're such an enabler, but I love it. And third, this is where we're at.
Oh, that's nothing.
So I bought every single color that they had.
I purchased all of their colors, all of their glitter, all of their pearl paper. Like, I had to go and buy another bin to store all of the paper that I purchased. Thank you, Melody, so much.
I've got some more 12 by 24 paper.
Oh yes, I got all of their 12 by 24s too. That was awesome.
Wow.
Well, see, now a lot of times just their regular cardstock, just the plain cardstock is on sale for 50%. So that happens a lot. But this time, in the beginning of this year, it was not on sale at all. It's $9.95, and I'm like, oh my gosh, pretty.
Are you having a martini?
No, it's a gift.
Oh. Oh, and it's gold. Isn't that cute? Or is it copper?
Copper.
Oh.
So I was like, oh my gosh, the new year, they're not going to have the paper on sale, because it's usually on sale for something. But no, it was $9.99 for like 10 or 12 days in a row. And then when it was 60% off, I went crazy, because it's never it was 60% off all the paper, and it still is until Tuesday, I think.
And then it was like, if you buy one, you get the second one free.
That was a difference.
Yeah, that was another sale. But right now it's 60% off all the paper, except for the Mickey Mouse and the license. That wasn't.
Yeah.
Or
I
isn't.
think I have it all now.
I tell you what I got on that buy one, get one free were fabric mats. The 12 by 24. I got a bunch of those.
Yeah. I had all that already.
I did too, but I wanted extra when they're on sale.
I got some extras. That was it.
Yeah, I did the bulk mat buy when they did the big bulk discount too. I bought.
I did too.
I need some help with something, you guys.
Okay.
When I got my maker, it had the two 12 by 12 mats in it, curved around the machine.
Yeah.
And I can't find anything to make them flat. How do I make them flat?
You need an old dictionary.
And mine got flat. You know, I think I laid something on top of them, but as I was using it for a little while, they just kind of straightened out for me.
Or
Yeah.
slide them under your machine.
Just
Slide
lay
them
something very heavy on it.
Or slide them under
Some heavy books on them.
down.
I mean, mine flattened out afterwards. But you could you could put some heavy books on them. The only thing that I'm thinking is I know sometimes when the mats are bent, the plastic sheet that's on them tends to get displaced and it might cause it to bow a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So you might just want to make sure you don't have any air bubbles in your plastic sheet and that it's aligned before you do that too.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
We all had it. All of them were like that, I think.
I mean, after you put your paper on it and start using it, it will.
Yeah,
flatten
especially
out.
because the maker has so much force pressing down on it.
Okay.
But you can turn it upside down and also slide it under your maker. If you have a bunch of mats under there, I'd put.
Well, I did that. That didn't work.
Really?
Yeah, that didn't work.
You have to put a lot of books on top of it.
Yeah, I did one of those
Okay.
dictionaries that's like that big. Those old ones
Oh.
that they don't make anymore, probably.
Glenda, do you still use that dictionary?
No, just for stuff like this.
Just for flattening.
Yeah, I use it so like if I'm doing like a big project. and there's
Hey,
a lot of
you know what you could use it for? You could use, like, rip out the papers and use the pages as for a paper.
I know, but then it won't have that weight. I keep it for the weight only.
I bought the 12 by 24 because it was, I think, $5.99, and you were getting like double, like for another $1.99, you got 24 sheets.
Who's that talking?
Kathy.
Oh, okay. I don't see
But the
her.
bad thing is I purchase all that paper and then I don't want to use it.
I know.
I
hoard certain paper that I never want to cut because it's too beautiful to cut.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
It works with your, just think of it this way. In that case, it works with your other hobby, which is what we call
hoarding
craft supplies. We're buying craft supplies if we don't want to use the word hoarding.
Yes.
That's our second hobby.
Collector.
Our second hobby.
Well, and many people ask me, why do you have so many machines? Like, my dad will come in and is like, well, don't they do all the same thing? I'm like, yeah. Why do you have all those little model cars? He had all these model cars he collected in this room, a wall full of them.
Well, let's be honest. You can never have enough machines.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
the
going to ask you.
little mini thing by Crafter's Companion. Michael's gonna make me buy it.
The Gemini Junior?
Yes.
No, not you, Sheila.
Yes, I think.
Not you.
I mean, I can add to my set of machines.
Not the one who said that my Gemini was junk.
Crafter's Companion never makes junk. Their quality. I used to sell for them, and when I had my own shop, and they had one of their their only USA location is right here in Orange County, and I've been in their facility and watched them doing things in there, and they are quality control big time.
Yeah, no, I would say if you are looking for an electric die cutting machine, which I think it's a great idea to have, especially to knock that crank out.
I love my Tim Holtz though. I love my Tim Holtz machine, and it does the same thing. But I like the Gemini for the intricate cuts, especially.
Yeah,
I don't have trouble with my Tim Holtz doing intricate. I just put an extra shim in it.
Oh, I don't have to do that. Mine is really heavy. It really works.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Melanie?
Yes.
I had a question for you, since you have so many machines. Is there a reason I need to keep my air?
Yes.
Yes, because it's yours. Love it.
Back up.
Back up, and if you want to do a bunch of things at the same time, you're cutting on one mat on one machine and another mat on the other.
I will say, yeah, the dueling machines is a great idea if you're doing a lot of cutting.
All right. Just remember, you have to open up 2 Cricut Design spaces, though. One for one machine and one for the other.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you don't have to keep it. Your maker does do everything that your air does.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, I can't get back what I paid for it, you know, so
I would
keep
keep
thinking,
it.
why not keep it, you know?
Granted, there's a couple people on our offer up here in my area that think they're going to get their full money back on their Cricut Imagine.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Someone had a Cricut Imagine on offer up the other day for $300.
No, that's because,
oh my God.
because people hoard them, though. There are instances where people have paid over that.
Oh, I know that thing was $350 or something. I think when it came out,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that
I still
machine.
have mine.
I sold mine to a person who quilts in New York. So I got rid of mine, but it was, I enjoyed it at the time that I had it.
I
but
loved it.
I got rid of it.
I loved it.
Oh.
I loved it because I loved how it would make 12 by 12 paper for you. I was having so much fun making paper. Designing paper.
That was my first Cricut.
That was
And
your
it
first
never worked right.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was the baby bug.
What
Yeah,
do you mean paper?
Print your own paper.
You could print your own, all the way borderless 12 by 12 paper.
But it also eats up your ink.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
It eats up that ink. But when a shift came on, he gave us all of our cartridges that we had for the Imagine into the Cricut Design.
Yes.
So we were still able to use those cartridges. So you still can do the same thing with your maker.
Yeah, but you can't get 12 by 12.
Well, there's a way to cheat on that.
I mean, if you have a 12 by 12 printer, you can, and it does borderless, you can definitely print your own.
That's exactly right.
That's true.
But I don't have a 12 by 12.
I don't either.
I do.
Who said that?
Bobby.
I had the beautiful one that they made for scrapbookers. It was by Epson. It was like the R1800 or something. And
What did she say?
I had the R1800 scrapbook printer that they made for scrapbookers from Epson.
Oh, now you're good.
But they quit making the cartridges for it. I mean, the printer is still in great shape, but they quit making the cartridges. And it took like 7 cartridges or something. It really made me mad because it amazing. It was for digital scrapbookers to print their own scrapbook pages.
Oh yeah, that was the like genuine. That was like almost like a professional printer that you use for photography and stuff. Because yeah, that had 9 cartridges.
Something like that. And it's expensive. It was at the time like $500 or $600.
Yeah.
You're right.
But I mean, the more cartridges that you have typically in a printer, you're going to get richer colors out of it.
Oh, it printed the most beautiful photos for scrapbooking, or if you wanted to just do a quick digital scrapbook page, it was so beautiful. Unbelievable.
Does anyone have the Anna Griffin printer?
No. I had it and sent it back. That piece of plastic, you mean? I sent it back.
I still have mine, but I told them I was sending it back, but I keep forgetting.
That printer is a nightmare.
No, wait, I'm going to tell you something. It prints beautiful photos. I printed about 60 photos off of it. When I thought I was going to send it back, I'm like, screw it, because then they're going to make me take all the ink cartridges out and everything to send it back. So I decided to go ahead and print a whole bunch of photos. It prints gorgeous, gorgeous photos.
You have to put it in the front, then put it in the back, then put it in the front, then put it in the back, then put it on the side. I mean, with just too many.
Not really. No, with photos, you just put it in the top thing and load them, and I just sat there and told it which ones I wanted, and it just kept printing them out. Boom.
And what about putting it in the back?
That's only for thicker stuff.
It's only for thick stuff.
And what about putting it in the front?
I mean, you could put any. The thing is, all right, with that printer.
That's where you put your regular.
Yeah.
Now, my pea brains cannot keep up with the front and the back and the side.
I mean, that I will give Kodak kudos because they have always made good printers, and at least in my opinion. I used to have.
Look at Bobby laughing.
Laughing at
I'm laughing at Bobby because he was laughing.
I mean, when Kodak started went like into the printer business, I had the big office one that they had, and I will say that thing, even though it was a massive multifunction device, that thing printed beautifully until it died.
Yeah,
and then they stopped making printers for a while, and now they're back into making them again. But I will say that Anna Griffin one, definitely not worth the price.
It's definitely
Michael.
No,
it's made crappy. It's very plasticky and wobbly, and
yeah, the Kodak printers now are not the same quality that they used to be.
No,
but they print hers anyway prints amazingly.
Yeah.
Beautiful color.
Kodak's always had good ink. They've always had good ink.
Yeah.
Bobby,
I don't think. Huh?
Bobby.
Stable.
Bobby.
I'll unmute you. There you go.
Where's Bobby?
He's here.
Myself, I was laughing too hard.
Bobby, why are you so quiet?
I'm sorry.
Hello. Why are you so quiet?
I'm listening to everyone else carry on.
You're never quiet.
He's working.
Speaking of which, here you go, everybody. This is your tech, your little tech tip for the session here this month.
Oh
okay?
Yeah, that's right. You're supposed to do that every time.
Yeah. So for all of you that have, if you
say what, Mike?
So if you've all seen the news this week, or you've seen articles online this week,
about Facebook?
No, there's a vulnerability. With a bunch of the Intel line processors, as well as some of the other.
Okay, we got double speakers.
Somebody has their phone on.
Yes. Who's got their phone on? It's Kathy.
No, she's muted.
Kathy has her phone on.
Somebody's echo.
I'm back. I was, my son called about the package that I sent them.
Oh.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, Michael, say it again.
So pretty much just about every device is affected by this.
Right. Start from the beginning.
Yeah, so if you guys have read the news this week, there's a big exploit in some of the major brand processors, and it affects mobile devices, it affects your computers, pretty much almost every piece of technology that has a processor
your phones.
is going to affect.
Your phones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what are we supposed to do, Michael?
Run your updates.
Yes.
For you mean like for Norton or whatever your antivirus is?
So first thing, run your updates for Windows.
Yes.
Make sure you're on the latest version of Mac OS that you can be if you're on a Mac. Make sure your Android devices don't have pending software updates. Make sure your iPhones have the latest software updates. Okay. In addition,
Mine all go automatically.
yeah. In addition, make sure that your antivirus is up to date, that you have the latest version. If you are someone that is like me, where you say renew your Norton every year, and it's on auto renew, but you don't download the latest version, download the latest version and install it now. The reason being is this update that it will resolve this issue will break older antiviruses.
Right. So you can automatically update, but you have to have the latest update.
Make sure your devices are up to date. I mean, I know some people that are scared to do updates, and I'm telling you, put that to rest, because the reality of it is, this is actually pretty serious vulnerability. I mean, I work for a healthcare IT company, and we have been pretty much working extensively all week on trying to mitigate this as a risk.
Is it a virus?
No, but what it does is it will allow people to actually get into your machine and process on your behalf. It's a vulnerability right now.
Is there a name of it?
They call it Spectre and Meltdown.
Oh, I saw Norton came up with a big announcement about that on my PC. Okay.
So yes, just make sure your computers are up to date. That's what I got to say about that.
Okay, I'll make sure. I don't think mine is, so I'll do that. But Jennifer Davis in the chat, I don't know if all of you can see this. She has a few questions for a few of you, so I'm going to go ahead and ask them. Or they're not all questions. First, she says, in all caps, "I love you, Sheila."
Oh, how sweet, Jennifer. I love you.
And Kiona, she wants to know where you're going.
I'm going to pick up a student who's volunteering for his ROTC program.
Okay, I cannot hear her.
She says somebody's volunteering for their ROTC program.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Volunteering for his ROTC program, so I have to go pick him up for volunteering.
Okay.
That's it. He was here like a whip master today.
Bobby, can you show that card again? I saw it when you showed it, but we were all looking at. Okay, wait. Oh. I gotta make you bigger. Hold on. That is so cute, and it's on a little wiggle.
Yeah. How's it on spring? Like an action wobble or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Wobbles. Yeah.
That is so cute.
When I was still having a store.
Send that to whom are you going to send it?
New members of our cricket group.
Tell us what cricket group you have.
It's private.
Oh yeah.
It's closed because we have our member addresses on there, and if you don't have it closed or private, then people can see it. So that's why we do that. But anyone who's into cutting swaps and scrapbook layouts and things like that, it's all about swapping, and it's a nice small group, and it's called Creative Cricket Swaps. We just changed our name in honor of our 5th anniversary this year.
Awesome.
Yeah. So every new member gets a card.
That is awesome. That is so cute.
When I still had my shop.
This is the only reason why I bought the mystery box that month.
Me too.
I'm not a mystery box person, but this definitely got me. I had to have it.
Me
too.
Oh, do you guys want me to show you a sneak peek of what's in the mystery box?
Yeah.
Let's pick ours.
Okay, I can't. If I did that, then stop sending them to me. Sorry. That was mean.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Here, you get a unicorn fingerling. You don't. I'm lying.
So, I have a question. when the mystery boxes have the little cricket dolls in them or whatever they call. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. When the mystery boxes had the little cricket dolls in them, little plastic dolls, did anybody get a pink one that wants a mint one? Because I got a mint one and I want a pink one.
Oh, see, I do got a pink one, but I like it.
I have a pink craft room, entirely pink, so it doesn't really work. This mint thing.
There might be a way to get those later on.
I wondered about that.
I hope so.
All these new colors.
I really wanted the lilac one.
Yeah, they're gonna be for sale later. They don't know when.
Blue one, and I wanted blue.
At least that's what they said at the time. But you know, those little ears kept breaking, and they had to replace them. So I don't know if they're gonna redo them or something before they actually release them. I don't know.
Maybe I can get a gold one with an Anna Griffin logo on the back.
That would be cool. Sheila.
Melody, I have a question.
Yes.
For you to take to them. Are they ever going to do anything for us, people who have hundreds of thousands of cricket reward points still sitting there unused?
I don't know. I doubt it.
I mean, there's nothing to get in.
Even when they still had it working and everything, there was nothing.
Once in a while, they throw you a bone. And
I can't even get to that website with the points. I haven't been able to log into that in years.
I just logged in about 6 months ago, cricketrewards.com.
I've never been able to log in like I was at one time, but in the last
I had over 4,000 points.
Wow.
Oh, I have. If I told you how many I had, you would cry. So
and for the new people that don't know what we're talking about with the cartridges, okay, when the cartridges first came out, they were $89. Okay, so people that complain about them being $30 now,
I remember that.
They were $89, but you got a little thing in with points, and then you could redeem these points for different prizes. You had to collect them.
Actually, let's see.
And you could join the Cricket Circle with 3,000 points.
You know what? I forgot to use points on my Cricket Circle this year. How stupid was that? I completely forgot.
Yeah, that was...
I know, but I forget they're there because
you
haven't been able to do anything with them for so long.
That was set up, though, kind of like under the old regime, as I call it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So Jennifer Davis has some more questions. Where'd you get the little springs? She wants one. They're called action wobbles.
Action wobbles.
Yeah.
I have a whole bag of them. I have like 300.
I do have a video on how you can make it. That's one of the really old videos. It's not very good. Yeah.
I tried that. I couldn't figure it out.
I bought them when I was still having my shop, my store. So I bought them on.
I think they have them on Amazon. If you search Action Wobble.
That's where I got mine.
I made my own by wrapping a thin wire around a pencil.
Yeah.
And then I took a small piece of cardboard, square, and put on each end of it and made my own.
I hot glued it.
Yes.
So that's what my video is just doing that and hot gluing them.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
What's it called again?
Action Wobble.
It's two stickers with a plastic spring.
Is that the mini one? The mini? Because I know they have a mini too.
No, it's the bigger
one.
Big one.
I've only ever seen one size.
No, it's two sizes.
There is?
Yes.
I have 300. I have 300 of the regular. Melody, I'm signing into Cricket Rewards as we speak.
Oh, good.
On my phone.
I'll call support and ask them, and there'll be a new person at support, not knowing what I'm talking about.
I know.
Here's the mini.
I have over 1,500 or 15,000 rewards points right now.
Wow.
I spent a bunch of them when I could, and now there's nothing to buy, and there's 15,000 sitting there.
I have the mini wobblers.
Let me see it. Can't see. There you go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I have the large ones.
You have like 300 of the large or the regular size, I call them. Because I bought them in bulk as a retailer back in the day. They are a lot of fun to add to cards or even scrapbook pages. They're a lot of fun to put on scrapbook pages, especially if you're doing stuff with kids and stuff.
I don't remember where I put the ones I have. I made some. I used a round 1-inch punch and I used to do that with my scrap paper and just use them to punch things, and then I would use those 1-inch circles to make my own action wobbles by hot gluing a spring to it.
I wonder what gauge spring you should use. What gauge spring did you use?
What did I use?
Maybe 23 or something?
Yes, 22.
22 gauge? Okay.
22 to 23.
I also used to make jewelry, and I can't do it with my hand injury anymore, but I've got all kinds of wire and stuff sitting here, jewelry supplies. So, okay, I'll try that also. That's fun. That way you could make different sizes.
Yes.
Melody, are you going to do a video or a short clip about the different needles?
Needles?
Yes, the blades.
Yeah, blades.
Blades? Oh, I'm like, what are their needles? Where did we see that?
I think I will, because people have been asking about them all. So I think I can just do a short video showing all of them and what you use them for.
Their maker. Lots of people have bought
I still have mine in my package because I don't know which one I should use.
Okay, well, show them to us.
Show.
This.
The gray
ones, but I don't know which one goes to which.
Use the red one. The gray one is more for the expression machines. It's not as good.
Yeah, you want the ones that say carbide. German carbide blades is what you want for
the premium fine point. They changed the packaging.
Yeah, they changed the package.
Yeah,
and so if you buy it on the Cricut website, it says the German carbide blade with the red tip. When you get it, it says fine point premium and has a white tip. So it's the same.
So then what color is the deep blade?
Black. I have it right here. Can you see it?
No,
the housing is black, but the blade, I think, is blue.
No, it's black. See?
No.
The old ones are blue, and probably the new ones are black.
The new ones are black. I just
put it up here. Let us see it.
Buy the housing with it?
Oh, she's right. The new packaging, they are black.
Yeah.
It was black. See it?
It's black.
Because they're trying to make everything color coordinated now.
The fine point is white.
Yes.
But I just
where is that?
Sirens.
Oh.
And then I had bought this one too, but so when I get my maker,
fabric.
Yeah, that's
fabric.
all
This one.
That one is actually the same as the one on your machine. It's the same as the silver housing.
One's in red.
Oh, so I don't even need the pink. It was just to give them different colors, right? One for fabric, one for paper.
They're trying to match colors like they want.
No, the fabric is always the blade.
The pink housing, the reason they came out with pink and gold is so you can use, like, you don't want to use fabric scissors on paper because it makes it dull. So it's the same thing. It's actually the same blade in the silver, pink, and gold, but it will help keep you, if you're using vinyl, you keep one for vinyl because it won't wear down as much. And then use one for paper and one for fabric.
So you
keep one for your glitter paper too.
Yeah, I've always kept a separate blade for glitter, vinyl, and what else? There's 3 things I keep, but I can't remember. And I always put a different dot of nail polish on them so I know which one's which.
But with having the different housings, it's easy.
Yeah, that would be a lot easier now.
With the one that comes in your maker, is that a fine point?
Yes, it's the premium fine point German carbide.
Now it needs a description now that long with all those words in it.
Because now I have a gold housing and a silver housing with the premium fine point.
Yeah, they're both the same.
So use one.
You only use it on paper, right?
Or vinyl or glitter paper.
see
Oh,
this?
so I can keep one for vinyl?
Yes.
Yeah. And then your
That's
vinyl one will last longer.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I didn't know you could use the fine point for vinyl.
Oh yeah, that's what you should use.
What do you, the deep cut then is what, for glitter or what?
Poster board, glitter.
Foam.
Yeah, I don't use it very often.
Jamie uses it, she says, on certain intricate,
On intricate cuts.
Yeah.
If it's really intricate, and then the reason is because the end, like, I don't know how to explain it.
The end is at a different angle.
Yeah, so it's tinier at the bottom, so it can move
Less
around
drag.
this intricate stuff.
So deep
Less drag.
and intricate would be for the or the thick paper, or like the poster board, and very intricate.
I cut poster board on the regular blade. I don't
Yeah,
use
I
the
cut
deep
poster board on
cut.
a regular blade.
Regular
too.
blade.
But it's really thick materials that you'll use the deep
Yeah.
cut blade for. So like the chipboard, the craft foam.
Okay. So basically, that German one is used for almost everything.
Yeah.
But we should
Yes.
different German ones, for one for vinyl, one for
Yes.
glitter, one.
And that just to make it last longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than the way I've done it all these years with the dot of nail polish, and I had to take the blade out every time and, you know, put the other blade in and then cut the vinyl and then take it back out and put the regular paper one in. And it is going to be a lot easier with the different housings.
Colored housing.
Yes, yes, with the different colored housings. And that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to make it easy on us, especially because so many new people are having trouble grasping just even the, you know, the little finite things like that. So if you say everything pink is for your fabric, whenever you're doing fabric, then they know they need their pink mat, they need their pink blade.
I actually emailed them. I emailed Ashish and the president of the products, the guy who comes up with products and all these people, to come out with an intricate cut blade. Don't you think they need that? Then people will know.
I would like for them to do an alphabetized thing of all of our things that we have saved on our files.
Yeah.
We know that.
Oh yeah, file organization.
Yes, folders like we had on Craft Room. All my files were so nicely organized before, like when we had the old design studio and all of that. Everything was in their proper folders. You know, flowers were here, hearts were there. I miss that a lot.
Okay, Melody.
Yes.
And Kiona, my girl. Kiona.
Yes.
I really enjoyed going back to our roots and doing a challenge to do the cricket cartridge. Are we going to do those every month?
Every
It's
week.
supposed to be every week.
Oh, every week?
What? Now I must have missed this.
Yeah.
One cartridge a week, so that everybody can learn the cartridges and things that we have available to us in Design Space. Because I always see people on there talking about Google this or go on Etsy and buy this, but it's so much that's in Design Space that I think they just don't even utilize.
Some people don't look at them or don't know about them. So, every Sunday, this is for the people that don't know, this is in my group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. Kiona suggested this to me. We're just going to do a challenge. There's no prize. There's nothing. We just, this past week was Birthday Bash cartridge. So then tomorrow we'll have another cartridge to go through and just make something from the cartridge. And
what if you don't have it?
Well, then you either buy the image or you don't do it.
Or a lot of it's in Access, if you have access.
Yeah, if you have access, it's in Access too. But it's just to get people, because she got this idea from my videos in the beginning when I first started doing videos. I didn't have anything to make. I didn't know what to do with my Cricut. I just didn't have a reason to make some things, and I didn't know how to start. So I did a challenge where I told my viewers to tell me what cartridge to use, tell me what to make, and I'll make it. So that helped me get started. And I think a lot of people out there, they just don't know what to do or what to make. So if I give them an assignment, kind of, then it gets them motivated to make something. And other people can look at all the things they're making too for inspiration for everybody.
Did you see Angela's tongue tasting that food, and we couldn't even taste it? I saw you, Angela. I saw you, Angela. You were for tasting everything.
Pastry cream.
Pastry cream.
Yeah.
Maybe Melody, do you remember Okie Bug or Okie Ladybug or whatever her name was from the old? I remember when she first came on, and it was a couple of years after the message board had already been in full swing, and she only had a George cartridge. That is it. She had not one other cartridge. And I remember being so impressed with her with making everything for months with just that one George cartridge, because truly, we forget how much cool stuff is on there. Like on George, you know, you got the signs, you know, all those creative features, which now we just see it all together. There's so much cool stuff on so many of those old Cricut cartridges that people don't know about.
What's a George? You mean Curious George?
No, George is the original cartridge that came with the baby bug, the very first personal.
Yes. Yeah, George and Basic Shapes, I think it was called.
Yes, that's what it was called. And very hard to get.
But it's so awesome that this girl, that's the only cartridge she had. And by this time, we were about 2 or 3 years maybe into after the Cricut was first released. So I probably had at least 50 cartridges by then. And I was so shocked and impressed by this girl because she did everything on that George cartridge for months at a time.
I think Cricut made a mistake, though, by putting so many cartridges out at one time after that. It didn't give you time to play with the one or the new one that they put out.
You're
but
right.
Now by 3 and 4 at one time, it was like, oh my gosh, you know.
Right, and of course I bought them all.
I did too.
Yeah. I don't even know how many cartridges I have. I know it's between 300 and 350, I think.
Oh my God. See, I worked at AC Moore, so I was able to get them really cheap with my employee discount plus the little coupons they had. So I never paid over $50 for any of my cartridges, and I had 500.
Oh my God.
Huh. I don't work there anymore, though.
I always wish we had an AC Moore where we lived, because they used to get some deals that you could only get there, like certain cartridges. So there were people I knew that lived out that way that would buy for some of us on the Cricut message boards and then send them to us. Because they had specific cartridges for a while that you could only get there. I can't remember which ones they were.
Cartridges there currently are.
Say, what'd you say, Catherine?
Does anyone know how many cartridges they currently have?
There are 752.
Do you know that, or you just make that up?
Cricket trivia with Sheila.
You said that too fast. I knew that wasn't true.
You gotta be on my team if we ever play Cricket trivia. I thought I was good.
Oh, she just made that up.
Not counting the digital ones either.
Where did you get that number?
She made it up out of her head.
Who was the previous spokesperson of Cricket? Sheila.
I know.
I was on an infomercial for them. I did an infomercial.
Oh, that's right.
I worked for Cricut.com. I worked for Cricut.
Oh, wow. How'd you do that?
She does not. She did not. You did not.
For a year and a half.
Oh, yeah, you did teach classes in the stores.
Yes.
In
and
Best
also,
Buy.
We did demos in the different stores. Like they did one at Best Buy because men always went to Best Buy. More journey men would shop at Best Buy than women. Right. So especially around the Christmas holidays, we had to do demos in Best Buy so the men would buy for their wives for Christmas.
Yeah. I've taught classes locally for years here, but just on my own, not through anybody. I love helping.
Cricket.
I love help. I didn't want to do that because then they were going to have to pay me, and I didn't want to
The
1099.
pay was wonderful.
I know.
It was one. Plus, you got travel.
I know, but I had just taken my early retirement from AT&T, and I didn't want to mess up my finances any worse than they already were crazy, because we were opening our eyewear shop at the same time. It was nuts. That's a long time ago. How many
The
years
only
ago?
disadvantage was if someone was not able to do a demo at a store, you had to fly there.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
always on the weekends. So your weekends were messed up. You had 2 free weekends.
And see, I didn't want to do that either because we have our one son who's severely disabled, so I couldn't just leave at the drop of a hat anymore.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was a good job, but I mean
was
the
a good
weekends were
job.
messed up.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was messed up.
Don't you love to help? I mean, this is why Melody does this. That's the kind of people we are. I love to help people. It's never a burden for anybody to ask me a question or to ask me to help them. I live for that. And even in my career, I was with AT&T. I always loved, they always gave me the new people. I was a mentor for all the new people because I love it. You know, I think that's just the kind of personality that a lot of us have.
I could see you doing it, taking a long time to explain everything to them.
Yes, I do. I'm very detailed. If you look at my posts, they're all
We're gonna send you.
Glenda, you are very detailed. When she messages me on Facebook, it takes, I can see her type it. It takes forever, and then it's this long.
It was like forever.
But I'm good. I was a corporate instructor for 18.
I know you're good.
And let me tell you, when you're teaching technical stuff, you better explain it all.
That's true.
Especially when you're teaching technical stuff to salespeople who are not technical at all and don't want to be technical. They don't want to know it. So you've got to figure out how to teach them in a way that they'll actually listen.
You see what I mean?
I love you, Glenda.
I love you too. I've loved you too.
Oh my gosh.
And Angela's making everybody hungry.
I know.
Oh.
Look at her work. She's a working fool over there.
Okay. I can go there and eat her stuff. So
How far are you, Angela?
What's that?
How far are you now so we can see and drool?
I'm doing this right now.
Oh.
like 40 minutes away from her, so.
I know. I wanted some of those. I remember I asked you, Angela, do you put nuts in your fudge and in your cookies? And you're like, very rarely. And I'm like, that's my girl.
I don't like nuts in my fudge either. My mom is one that does, so I make her one kind with nuts.
I like nuts.
I don't like my nuts in cookies or in my fudge at all.
Yeah,
I love nuts.
I like everything.
I don't eat nuts because I'm nutty enough.
Nobody on here is, of course.
No.
My great grand is anaphylactic allergic, so I can't even have them around.
Oh my God!
I have to hide my peanut butter.
One of our best friends' girlfriend is, and we've had a lot of visits to the ER after we've gone out to dinner. They, she tells everybody, she asks a lot of questions, but they don't really pay that close of attention in the kitchen and things cross-contaminate.
Oh.
Here we go off to Hoag Hospital.
He's only 7. He'll say, is there nuts in that? He asks everybody that gives him anything.
Oh,
because he knows. He's had enough epi shots,
Yeah,
that's good. At least he knows.
Yeah, he knows to ask.
Hard for a child. That's so hard.
And yeah, he's in a peanut-free classroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I didn't either.
Almost all the schools here are peanut free.
Right.
Yeah, and when he goes to lunch in the cafeteria, there's a table that's peanut-free where he could sit, and other kids with food allergies, they all sit at the same table.
Well, that's nice.
That's really nice. And people don't make fun of him for that, I hope.
Oh, no, they educate the kids now.
Oh, good.
Or at least they do in for schools.
Yeah.
Because they explain to them so the kids understand.
Oh, good.
It's the parents that don't understand. What do you mean my kid can't bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
You know, this kid can't die because your kid wants a peanut butter sandwich, you know?
Or that's the cheapest thing you can make for them and throw it together in 2 minutes.
Right, right.
Now you're making me hungry with the peanut butter and jelly talk. I want to go make one now.
I need coffee.
A lot of people use sunflower butter.
Using what?
Yeah.
Sunflower butter.
I never heard of that.
Sunflower butter?
Yes.
It looks
Yes, like almond butter, peanut butter, other nut butters.
So they make peanut butter with sunflowers?
Yeah, it's a seed instead of a nut. So.
And does it taste
they
good?
can eat it.
Does it taste like peanut butter?
I like it. Some
This,
kids
Michael,
don't
what
like
I'm
it.
going to have.
Sheila, what is that?
It is a chocolate cake with white caramel chocolate on it and a chocolate cake.
Sheila, are you bringing that to me when you come visit?
Yes, sweetie.
Bring 2.
Okay.
You know, Sheila, it's my birthday.
I mean, come on, Melody.
Caramel girl. I get in more trouble with caramel than I ever do with chocolate. I love caramel.
Yeah, I love caramel. And
I
peanut
love
butter.
everything.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm with Sheila on that.
See, they can't eat without sharing.
Look at Sheila licking her finger and not sharing. Oh, you're a brat.
Sheila and I will get along well because we like 2 things. We like to eat and we like to drink.
Alrighty then.
I'll have my camera set up when you guys come.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, please. That's going to be the craziest video, Melody, you have ever made. And
It is.
The craziest video.
Well, my stomach is actually growling, so
I'm hungry too.
Yeah, Sheila, now you made everybody hungry. Between Angela and Sheila.
See you next week.
Bye, Kathy. Thank you for coming in.
Next month. Next month. Second Saturday.
Second Saturday. So I think I'm gonna let you guys go too.
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't had lunch. I get my hair done at 3 today. It's usually 2 o'clock. I would have had to go.
You get done every week.
I get done every 3 weeks. Cause look at
How come you don't do it yourself when you're a trained hairdresser? Why don't you do it yourself just out of curiosity?
it's a mess. You get the shower a mess, and I've done it for I just want to go and let someone else do it. I do have all the stuff.
With that kind of color.
And if it comes to the time where I can't afford to do it and go somewhere else, I will do it myself.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
I got it.
and it's nice to get out of the house and be the customer after so many years of being behind the chair.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet that does feel good.
Yeah. And I can't do the back very well, like cutting the back and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do cut this up here. Even though I go every 3 weeks, I still have to texturize it. All right, thank you.
Bye.
So I'm gonna let you all go.
Your hair always looks so cute, Melody.
Thank you.
Always.
You should have seen it when I got up this
We're doing
morning.
a video conf. How do I get out of here?
Melody,
I can remove you.
There you go.
There it is. Leave meeting. Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
So thanks,
All right,
guys,
Melody.
and
You're
I'll let
welcome.
you go.
You can go
I
get
appreciate
beautified.
you all. I gotta eat lunch first.
So I will join you guys again next month. So
Awesome.
enjoy myself.
Gloria,
Thank
it
you.
was nice having you on
Yes, it was.
here.
Yeah.
We like new faces.
It was wonderful.
We do.
Okay, before you go, here's one that's all done.
Oh, pretty.
I love a good fruit tart.
Looks so yummy.
That looks good. And happy birthday, Kiona.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Who got a new car for her birthday? That's a pretty awesome birthday present.
It sure is. I want to meet your husband, honey.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, people, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, guys. See you guys later.
All right, bye.
Michael, thanks for the tech tip. I'm going to go check my updates right now.
Yep, update your devices.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Mel.
Bye.
Bye.